everyone. We're just gonna go ahead and get going today. I just gotta quickly get up for 1 second, and I'll be right back. Okay, back. Just gotta get my seat into a more comfortable position, and we shall go. Alright, so that guy got fucked up. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember. Gotta do here. That's right. Approach it from the south.
それで何が
大名の屋敷を探す。正体の文はそこかもしれない。
みんな一人死んだ。ここでしくじってはならん。 撤収か。 誰じゃ。力を合わせる。
Let's see what this looks like. Oh, fuck no.
いかにつづらまでたどり着こう。
Excuse me. Ugh. Why do you gotta change the season? Which means now I have to deal with fucking all these people again.
命をかける覚悟はできておるぞ。家紋の入っておるつづらか。
見つかれば戦うほかない。
なぜあんな紙切れを守らねばならんのだ。
おげちに疑いを持つな。綾子様に話そうなどとも思うなよ。
貴様、何やつ！
ワニへの正体の文じゃな。
はもうすぐ死ぬ。
その
無事に無傷でたどり着いたようだな。
船で行くとしようか。秋山の兵を戦いに誘い込むと何やら妙な術を使うようじゃな。
芸は人生に、塩は料理に欠かせぬからな。
どちらも度が過ぎればまずくなるもの。綾子殿、ついてまいれ。死者は生きておったか。一人は裏切り者の件は言う通りかもしれません。信じる気になったか。秋山家の手の者が信用できぬのは確かかと。直江よ、秋山の装束をまといながら鉄砲を持っておる者はおったか。それが何か。真の秋山の兵は刀を振るう。それが我らの理由に。鉄砲などには頼らぬ。弓にさえ抵抗があるのじゃ。ならばなおさら諸国と和睦を結ばねば。我らの外交が愚かだと申しておるのか。さようなことは。ただ世の移り変わりは早いものゆえ。大和へ参ったのは和平の使者のためだけではなかろう。確かに太平も求めております。ですがこの地に恐れをはびこらせる影のような者たちを追っております。私がその影の一味だと。その考えもよぎりましたが、間違いであってほしいと願っております。邪悪な影というのならば戦好きの筒井純慶であろう。誰であれいずれ明らかになりましょう。さすれば手を下すのみ。されど今はどうか和議へ。文も戻り向かわぬ理由もなくなりましたゆえ。 ああ、何としても参ろう。興福寺へ行き、安家と落ち合って和議を見届けねば。
いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。どうもありがとう。
避けねば。和議が行われるはここか。
大和の領主が揃うておる。
獲物者。
純慶殿と綾子殿はそこまで憎しみおうてはおらぬように思う。他の面々もな。されど北境についてはどうであろうな。腹の底がどうも読めぬ。
百騎衆は今宵ここへ来る。奴らが和平を望むものか。
それがしは同席して内から見張るつもりだ。お主はどうする。
外で影に潜んでおる。いつも通りな。
それがよい。
辺りを見渡せる場所を探さなくては。
滑り落ちぬようにな。
高いところに登らんと。影に潜もう。奴らは何を企んでおる。宋が秋山の兵らと話をした。鉄砲を持ち込んどるのか。近寄らねば。兵がおる。誰か撃たれる前に止めなくては。
得体の知れぬやつよな。
わしが何者でも構うまい。目的さえ同じであれば。
何を企んでおるのだ。
すぐに分かろうさ。
我が命を狙うておったのか。
殺す気であればとうにやっておるわ。
そこまでになされよ。いさかいは和議の妨げ、物別れとなるを望まぬなら落ち着かれた方がよろしいかと。
嘆かわしい。またも計りごとか。
計りごと？しらじらしい。お主であろう。
純慶様、お疑いはごもっとも、わしもいぶかしんでおりました。
しかり、この中に裏の顔を持つ者がおる。
この中じゃな。わしは違う。見くびるでないぞ。
信長様ともあろうお方がお主に大和を託すとは、訃報を聞いてどうであった。安堵されたか。
その通りじゃ。我らはたばかられておったのじゃ。
早く刀を坊主に投げろ。これが仕上げとなろう。おっ、
わしを欺いたな。
己皆をたばかるとは。
真実とは醜きもの。一人残らず切って捨てよう。まずは安家じゃ。討ち取れ。
綾子様のために秋山を撃て。妖怪のご加護が訪れるじゃ。
北京は北へ逃げた。私が追う。
他に敵がおらぬのを確かめたらそれがしも行く。
かしい。信長はわしの顔に報いたんだ。なぜきつい謎にこの大和を。松永久秀を覚えてる。奴を撃ったのはならぬこのわしじゃ。奴の息子なぞ刀が首に刺さったまま夜闇の中に逃げていきよった。
Sorry about that. Had to ban somebody.
志ある者の燃ゆるがごとき覚悟がこれか。
せいぜい勝ち誇るがいい小娘。いつかそなたも苦渋を知ることになろう。
箱はどこだ。
静かにせぬか。死にゆく者の邪魔をするな。あの音聞こえるか。松永久秀のドラ息子がわしを呼んでおるようじゃ。お前もあの世へ来いとな。
これでまた鬼が一人片付いた。
大和に太平が訪れればよいが。
訪れんと。
こたびの騒動、一人に席を負わせられるものか。お主も知っていよう。狂気と強欲は根が深いと。あやつらが消えたとてたやすく太平は訪れはせぬ。
じゃが信じるほかない。やり直す機を与えたんじゃ。あとは大和の者ら次第。
そうだな。人に救いをもたらす種もその中にあるのやもしれぬ。
で、小次郎は
消えた。
これで人助け好きの厄介者も成仏できるとよいが。このような淵はあまり見んな。 人目を避けんと。
Kinky sterilization. Some fucking weird ass names for people.
片付いたな。
ここならお探しのものが見つかるよ。
Or have I?
お帰りとは。
肝は座っておるか？
そう思いたいが。
筒井と秋山の侍どもはいつも酔っ払って問題を起こしとる。いつもじゃ。あの盗人どもめ。
皆がそうではない。善良な侍もおる。
一頭しかおらん牛を盗まれた。それを売り払い儲けた金で刀を買い、あたしらを苦しめとるんだ。それだけじゃない。奴らは子らを差し出さねば家畜を奪うと言うて百姓を脅しとる。
懸命に働く民の暮らしを守らねばな。
なら悪しき侍どもを成敗しとくれ。数を減らしてくれたら礼をするよ。
わかった。礼があろうとなかろうとな。
試したら屋敷から匂っとるのか。さてはお前の匂いじゃろ。何よ。
あの代官、昔は私たちより貧しかったのに、声を集めて売ってどれほど稼いだんだか。
奴はその富で守りを固めとる。唯一の入り口であるあの大きな門にも番兵がおるしな。
裏にも抜け穴があると聞いたけどね。
あの門は安家ですら壊せん。他の入る道を探さねば。
今の意識満作はわしらなどはるか下に見ておる。富を分けるどころか顔すら見せんからな。
以前は戸口や川屋を回って集めた声を売っておったくせにね。
今度は年貢として声を出せというお触れが出た。なんということじゃ。
それとよくこの地を引き裂いて。
身を守るには身を隠すが一番じゃ。
なんだ。
きっと何でもなかろう。なんだ。
悪代官3人を倒した。残りも片付けねば。汚い代官じゃった。ざまを見ろじゃ。
何かおかしい。 ようじゃな。
Gotta be out of the fucking... So dumb. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Doing alright? You're here and not the hubby? That's not normal.
He stayed up until 4 p.m. today.
Good lord.
He's sleeping. So, yeah.
He's crazy.
He is. He...
You married
well,
him.
he's sick. Yeah, I know. He's sick. In multiple ways.
Once again, you married him.
I know. So what's up?
I don't know.
He'll probably be on later, but I can't say when.
I get it. Just screwing around in Assassin's Creed.
Aw. Now I'm getting ready to maybe try and play It Takes Two. I don't know if I actually need two people or not.
You do.
Ah, damn it.
You do. You absolutely do. and I would recommend to play it with him. Believe it or not. There's a couple of other games that they came out with. Fortunately, he doesn't have to own it. But you do have to have a second player. But basically, all of the games that developers come out with are all co-op games, requiring another person to play with them. But the cool thing about their games is, yes, it does require another person to play with, but that person does not have to own the game for all of the games that they've ever made. Or, well, I don't know about all of them, but like all of those particular games. And it's like a really cool little aspect. Basically, there's like a copy of the game called I don't know what exactly what the hell it's called, but it's like a partner copy or something like that. And the person who, you know, owns it can allow, like, it even gives, like, when it should give directions for the person who's like the secondary player to download it. And it's the full game that they download. It's just like a like I said, like a quote-unquote partner copy of the game. And yeah, it's
Well then,
it's pretty cool.
I'll have to choose a different game though, then, because he's sleeping, like I said. So I'll have to.
Yeah. So the idea behind that game, the reason I'm suggesting that you play it with him, is because it is spouses, or in the game world, it's actually ex-spouses, like a couple that have lost their way, so to speak.
Yeah.
And the story is their daughter's like their daughter wants them to get back together, and it's their kind of mending of their relationship.
I had sort of heard something about it, but not. I mean, couple of the things that you said. So, but I wasn't for sure that, you know, it was a two-person game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't for sure about it, but like
So-
the marriage. I mean, not the marriage, but the separating with the daughters thing. I think somebody had that in a you know, random conversation about different game
Now,
stuff.
it does require, I don't know how gamerly you are. It's not one of those games that, like, you know, from what I understand is it's not super easy. Like, it's not the easiest of games. Like, you have to be in some small way skilled at video games.
Okay.
In
Well,
order
I am
succeed.
overall. I mean, I'm not as skilled as you guys, you know, but
Well,
I am
for example,
not bad. Yeah.
my wife wouldn't be able to play this game.
'Cause she's not a gamer.
Well, no, like I tried to get her to play it, and she was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, you know, it's too confusing. Like, I don't know what buttons to press. Blah blah blah. It's just like, it's one of those games that, like, while it's challenging, like it's an experience, you know.
Yeah.
But it's also an experience of bringing, you know, I would argue bringing family together.
Okay.
They have that one. They have a game called A Way Out, where it's literally a prison break. And you're two guys that are prisoners, and you're trying to get out of prison. I don't know if, like, all of the details of the story, but that's like the base gist of it. And then there's a new one very recently that just came out called Split Fiction. And essentially what this is the idea is it's two writers thrown into their stories together, like into each other's story together, like as.
Oh,
like,
cool.
But what's interesting is one story, or one of the story writers is sci-fi, and one of them is fantasy. So you kind of just go back and forth between a science fiction story and a fantasy story, and then have the kind of modern writer story in the meantime, like overarching. And it's pretty interesting. Like I haven't, like I said, I haven't played any of them to more than the extent of, a few minutes, because I can't get my wife to play video games. The only game that I can get my wife to play at all, that I've ever been able to successfully get my wife to play, is Power Wash Simulator.
That is, honestly, I hate to say it, is like Farming Sim. Me, I have no interest.
Honestly, if you want one of those games that's just satisfying, that game is just satisfying. I will say that. It's basically like, if you ever watched the random videos of a guy like power washing somebody's somebody's walkway, or mowing somebody's lawn, or cleaning a carpet, or fixing up something.
I've watched carpet.
It's that kind of satisfying. Basically, like, or have you ever played any of those games where you just tap and you color on your phone? It's kind of like that, except for the opposite. Like, it starts as a dirty environment, and you just spray the environment to clean it. And it's weirdly satisfying. Like, it is. I will give it that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not one of those people. Like, I have, I hate to say it, but let's see here. Let me look at the actual. Let me look how pathetic I am with this game. On my Steam, where is it? In my Steam library, if I were to just look at my, where's that thing that you can just see all of your games? Okay, all games.
Library.
Yeah, all games sort by hours played. Right. So the biggest one that I have is Destiny 2, which that I'm not even gonna.
You wasted
hours
too much time. Yeah, too much time of your life on it. Got it.
Yeah, I have 2,000 hours into that game, and that's only on PC. Let's just say that. Forza, the racing game that I play, I have 800 hours. Cyberpunk, I have 200 hours. Borderlands 2, which I don't know why I have this much time, but 150 hours. Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and then Power Wash Simulator. I have 130 hours on Power Wash Simulator. It's just one of those games that's just entertaining. Like, I don't know why, but it is. It's just entertaining. Like it, and if I were to like let's look at the store page. How much is it?
Hey, I've got it working.
It's not an expensive game. The Power Wash Simulator bundle with like all of the DLC, like with a bunch of DLC. So it's got it's got a couple of DLCs that are like just maps, and one of them is Midgar from Final Fantasy VII. One of them is a Santa's Workshop. One of them is Lara Croft's home from Tomb Raider. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, and then the base game. But like, that's $25. Like, it's not expensive. Very much at all. Like, it's just a kind of inexpensive game, and it's super duper satisfying. And you can play with up to 4 people at once. It's just weird, just weirdly satisfying. I don't know why it's satisfying, but it is. It's, you know. Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Well, some games are that way. I mean,
yeah.
Like I really like Grounded. Grounded was fun to play.
Can't get into the base building games. I don't know why.
I love building part.
But that's I think you would like. I don't know if you have watched it or anything, but my stream. I think you would actually somewhat like Assassin's Creed, this recent Assassin's Creed, because you get to build basically your own little Japanese town.
Cool.
Like, just to give you an example of, you know, what mine looks like. If you're, I don't know if you loaded up my stream, but I'm gonna go to my town.
I don't think I have you.
So it's my Discord name, but on Twitch. Or on Twitch or YouTube, either one. And if you haven't, I would love for you to follow, because I am about 5 followers away from affiliate.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have affiliate. So I got affiliate back in South Key, and I was really hard. I just really haven't streamed the last few months. I just been psychologically drained, and also sick.
Yeah, I know
also dealing with trying to build sheds, and yeah.
I know this sick thing. Believe me, we potentially figured out what it is for me, and it has the potential. We don't know for sure because we still have to do tests, but to be neuromuscular.
Oh no. Like MS then? Maybe? Or
So
something similar, not MS, but something similar.
The thought process at this point is that it is a lack of or like a weakness to the mitochondria at the cellular level. That basically the mitochondria is just not producing as much energy as it needs to. And thus, I'm unable to breathe, consistently. But like, I went into the town that I created, and it's kind of basic because I'm kind of terrible at this stuff. But I can show you if you want to look.
So are you? So you are streaming now? Or no, not yet.
I am streaming at the moment. I've been streaming for about 2 hours.
Oh. You just got on Discord.
Yeah, I just kind of got in and see who was in here. See if anybody was in here. Say hi.
I did follow.
Well, thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so.
So, whenever you like fast travel to here, you start basically right here, which is the stables. Right? And then this kind of is pre-made, like this area, like obviously is pre-designed, because like while I'm not terrible at design, I don't think I could do this. It's pretty, it's freaking beautiful. And you have all of this up to here, right? But like once you go in here, like all of this stuff, like you can decorate with these and certain other things, like there's like you can put a tea set here, stuff like that, and then your map. But I think you would like this part of it. And all of this, everything here that you see, from the trees all the way in the back, like not all of this stuff in the background, but like most of the trees and most of this, like all of the buildings, all of the rocks, the walkway, You know, all of that stuff is stuff that I've placed. I you know, obviously, like, you can see where it kind of ends, you know, where I've kind of gotten to the point where I haven't done more.
Yeah.
But, like, that's that part. But then you go over here, and it's the more, like, you know, stuff, like, this part is where I've done more specifically particular work. You know, I've put more effort into it. The little doggos that you can pet. And little puppies.
Oh.
Cute little, if it wants to let me pet him. Come on, there we go. Come on.
I know. Sometimes trying to get it the right spot.
And cute little puppies. But, like, you can, you know, you can move stuff around. You can do all this stuff. You can put up trees. Like I think the part that I've done that I am a little bit kind of semi-proud of is this little kind of way here. Like, walking through this.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of like a autumnal, you know, little beautiful walkway that is... Unfortunately, you can't, like, change the level of the grounds. So it's all flat, but...
You put all those trees there?
Yep, all the trees, all the rocks, all this stuff.
That is like that you did a good job.
And all the buildings, this specific building is, like, pre-designed, so, like, everything around it is pre-designed. But like, I made it so that the walkway kind of goes up to this entrance, and then it goes around the side.
I like sometimes working with pre-designed stuff, you know, because sometimes creativity is not there, but you know. But I like also, I mean, I do a little bit of both, really. I use pre-designs and I use... Yeah,
like, and then if I wanted to change anything, at any point, I can just hit Improve Hideout, right? And this is an overview of the whole place. And, like literally, if I want to put something in, I have all of the buildings that I own that I can craft. These are kind of like those little walkway things. Pieces of dirt, like ground templates. And then, like, as you play, you get more and more of these.
Okay, sort of a little bit of a leveling situation.
Yeah, like, you start off with very little of it. Well, you start off where you don't have any, even this place. You eventually get to this place about, depending on your play speed, about anywhere from, like, 2 hours in to, like, 4 to 6 hours in. But, like, you get, like, bamboo little walls. These are, like, the little path rocks that I have, you know, that kind of rock.
I like those walls, yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of small little rocks that you can place on the ground anywhere, you know, in places. And then, you know, you got stuff where they get bigger. You got stuff where they're quite big. You can place little stalls around. You know, stuff like, you know, this little bridge. All the way up to pretty big stuff, you know.
Cool. That does look pretty cool.
And all kinds of different stuff. And then you have the trees that you can place from, you know, your basic, you know, birch tree, you know, beech tree, pine tree, maple tree, you know, and then they have little, like, kind of pre-made diagrams where there's slightly bigger, you know, zone that you can put it in. Big, huge trees, you know, stuff like this. And then these are the kind of, they're called sakura trees. And you have, you know, big old placements. Stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And then, as you go through the game, you can pet animals. And anytime you pet an animal, unless it's like this guy. You see, he's kind of beat up. You find him guarding the tomb of his like protector, his owner, at some point, and you end up, finding him. Like, when I say animals, I mean like everything you can think of. You can put them around. Monkeys, because we're in Japan, obviously. And you can just
John would like that monkey.
Yeah, you just have all kinds of stuff all over the place. Little baby.
So if you can pet it, you can per se tame it.
Well, it's not necessarily tame, so like it'll just run around the area. But like, for the most part, if it's a tame animal, you'll be able to pet it, and then eventually you'll get stuff where you can, like you don't necessarily, not like most of the animals that would be wild in that list are ones that you just kind of get like naturally, so the game just kind of gives you. But things like the dogs and the cats, you would pet. And then like there's a thing in the game where there's certain animals throughout the world that you can what's the word? You paint them, essentially.
Okay, so you can make like different colors and stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
as you like, so as you find an animal in the world, it'll ask you to walk up to it, and you can draw it, for lack of a better way of putting it. And then you draw it, and then it just becomes your, like, some of them just become your pets. And then you get like, stuff like, I kind of made this little path out here from the main area, and it leads down to this kind of like the equivalent of my house type of thing, and that's the next thing that I'm gonna focus on. And then you can change the layout, like the roofing style. You can change like you start with very basic kind of, simple walls, and then you have samurai walls, and then you have daimyo walls. Like, it's weird and odd. But then you get like these, which is 3 different sets of things that, like, where things are placed and layouts of the specific rooms. And then once you get into each one, you have like, paintings. Like most of these are, like I said, paintings that my character has done. You see how they kind of look painterly. Little
That seems
animal.
pretty detailed.
Yeah. And then you have some other ones that are more like you find them in the world. Stuff like that. But like, this is the first painting that the character does. It's like, yeah, it's not very good.
But it has character. It has a lot of character.
But then gradually you get better and better. Your character gets better.
Oh, so it's sort of like something that you learn. You're not physically doing it, but you're learning it, so you're becoming skilled as an artist.
Yeah, like I think it's just kind of a, you do one, and then the next one that you do starts to become this good. Like, I don't think it's but then you get like shelves, right? And you can place things on the shelves that you pick up throughout the world. All different kinds of stuff. And then you have like a table where you can put like tea sets or, things like that, around the map.
Cool.
And then, where is it? Like, there's other places where, like this place, for example, is a gallery. And you can place, I believe, it's mostly, for this one, I have it set up as, the weapons that you pick up throughout the world. Your armor sets, your, different things that you get. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I do like the Oriental style of stuff too.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And you have that was kind of the explanation, and then, you know, you have like all of this stuff is like it starts as just empty fields, and as you build up the town, because like eventually, like when you first start off, the first building you get is like this one, and then you get this one, like, which is the blacksmith, and those are the only ones that you can really actually use, interact with, and you know, it's just like I wish there was more, but
yeah.
So this game is good, but it's kind of just a game, like it's I would argue that this game is one of the more beautiful games out there in terms of just visual aesthetic. Like simple things like when I'm like, I don't know if you can really tell, or has it loaded up in well? But it's not gonna do it because it's not raining or anything. But like if it's like really wet and you run in dirt, you'll be able to see like your footsteps.
Oh yeah,
But-
that's pretty cool.
But when I say like you'll be able to see your footsteps, like it's to the level of like it's like, you know how some games where when you walk through snow, you can see your you know, the trail. It's like that, but in mud, in dirt.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's difficult to show that right at the moment because there's none
Yeah,
of
we
that.
can just not.
Let me see if I can find something. But like another thing is like, I don't know if you can tell, but like there's just bugs all over the place.
Yeah, I can. You stopped and there was
Yeah.
some stuff.
You know, like anytime you walk through grass, you can see it. And it's just moving. All of everything is moving all the time.
Yeah.
It's very, very pretty. One of the other games that's really, really beautiful that's out right now is they made a game based on the Avatar movies. And it's also...
I played Avatar for a few minutes. I'm just not good at PvP. That's
Okay.
what I'm not good at.
I gotcha.
And so when it comes to the PvP part, I'm terrible at. But yeah, I played Avatar for a few, and yeah, it's very beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, well, the other cool thing about this game is it's seasons. So you go from, you know, autumn to summer, well, autumn to winter to spring to summer, back to autumn as you play the game, and all like the leaves
So
change.
it changes, and now the trees and the
weather,
plants and stuff.
yeah, all of it changes. It's
Cool.
very pretty. Let's see. Trying to see if I can find a place that has. Also, I will say that I'm playing this on more or less the highest settings, so I have a very good PC. But like, you know, just everything. I don't know. This game is like, the density of the game is so crazy, and it's also quite scalable. I think the one thing that I really like about it is whenever you change the graphic settings, it gives you, like, this is what the change is. So, like, let's say I wanted to change this. Oh, that doesn't really give you a good example. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah, we could do this. So, super low, medium, and then, you know, like the quality of the lights, you know, or where is a good one? Here's a good one. Like, you know, very high versus low water. You can see the difference.
Yeah.
you know, I just keep it at high, just because. But things like particles, low, you know, it's just it's very nominal particles. High is so many more. Loading distance. This is always a good one to show people, like if they want to see what changes, you know, stuff like this. Draw distance. So like if you look, you want to look for plants in the distance. You see where stuff looks. Like I like how games are doing this now. You know, where you know you can see that
it's more visible.
Yeah, as opposed to, oh, okay, I restarted the game because it requires me to do that, and this is what that looks like. Well, I don't know the difference without, you know, seeing it side by side, essentially.
Yeah.
Or as close to side by side as you can, and it's just kind of, I like how games have started to do that lately. This is another good example of, how, you know, the deformation, like I was talking about. Like this is when you walk through snow on low, right? And then you go up to medium, and it's a little bit more. There's more to it, and then you go up to high, and there's a lot more to it. You know. You know, stuff like this, right? You can see how the quality of the textures is, character quality. This one is crazy. So I'm just gonna exit here because I haven't really changed anything. But let me quickly change one thing. Where is it? Right. Okay. So the hair, you see how it's moving in the wind? Like it's super realistic hair. And you can set it so that it's just your character or everyone's character. Of course I would have like gotten like I would be trying to show you like the splendor of this game in the most tame weather. Like like the weather for this, that's the other thing, is the weather in this game is just nuts. Like there's so much going on with the weather. What is this? Oh, okay. Well, I want to do that real quick. But I want to see if I can go to a place where I can show you, like, maybe while I'm traveling, it'll change the weather, you know. Usually it, oh, see, like this
Sometimes
is, so
does,
this is
yeah.
like the mid-season transition, the change. So like it kind of went sort of to the next portion of autumn. Like the later autumn, you know?
Yeah.
Or fall, depending on where you live.
Yeah, no, same thing.
Yeah. What I'm hoping is it's gonna start raining or something here soon. Where was that chest that I was looking for? Oh, it did. It just unselected itself. Yeah, of course it's not going to happen. Now that the one time you want the weather to look like shit, to make the world, you know, a disaster, it doesn't ever want to do it. But this is one of those games that, similar to the other game that another game that I play a lot, The Division 2, has extremely good weather effects. Like, look how far out the trees are swaying in the wind. Like, what game does that? You know?
It's quite windy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you see her hair?
Mhm.
Like, it's not just individual hair. And the cool thing is it's also, you can see it a little bit on the other people too. Like the people that have longer hair.
Mhm.
You see how, like, you know, stuff like that. It's just crazy little stuff. And then the obvious, the small thing where if you get into the water, you actually become wet. A lot of games don't do that. But you see how many animals there are?
Yeah.
Just like as I'm running around, there's just like a little, whatever, rat fur baby thing. I don't know what the hell you call it, but you know, a couple of, I guess they're foxes. And then you have the whole underwater that has stingrays and all these fish. This is kind of crazy. It's basically a houseboat. It's like a boat, but like has a house on it. Or oh, this one doesn't. But like this one, this is where I'm gonna go. Where I'm trying to go. It's like it just has a house on it. Japanese were crazy.
Oh, I see the house now. Yeah.
Then you got stuff like the physics of the water. Like it's very limited to see, but you can see my character actually like is affecting the water in a semi-realistic manner. There's like a wake behind me. Why are you following me? Creepy lady. What, do you want me to get on your boat? Oh, okay, so there's baddies here. So that's the other thing is like this character is kind of the stealthy chick.
Mhm.
And then you have the other guy that you play who's basically like I go, I kill. You know, that kind of guy. That said, my character is like built. She's kind of a badass at this point. I have her built quite well at this point.
That seems like a little overkill.
Yeah. But yeah, fairly. One of the other cool things is like when you're in stealth, shadows actually matter. You know, so a lot of games like you could be in the shadows and then like the NPC looks at you and they're still gonna see you, you know?
Mhm.
In this game, if you're in the shadows, you are actually hidden like you would realistically, more or less realistically be. But if you look to the right, you'll see I'm getting loot. Like I just got basically a Torii gate. Like one of those, you know, one of the Torii gates that you see around Japan. Stuff like that. I just got access to one of those to use.
You left something back in a chest.
Yeah, I did. I gotta get to it. Had to find
Well.
it. And then there's one more that is a couple more that are up. There's all these animations, but yet her picking out or her opening a chest is I'm gonna stick my hand out. Like, come on now. Like you may go through all the effort to do all these animations.
They could have done something a little bit better on certain things, and other things it's like, yeah.
Like this is the opening up of this chest. Oh, I stuck my hand, and the chest opened. You know, it's like, come on now. Like you can animate me walking over this stuff and this stuff having physics, but yet not.
You can't see me or put it where I'm squatting down or leaning over to actually open up the lock. Yeah.
But I can break some things off of a wall, but I can't open a box. You can animate the hay.
Yeah. I was just like,
you know, I mean, it's absolutely a gorgeous game. Like, there's no question about that.
but there's still other things that they could have a little better.
It's just the problem with this game is like, okay, right? You went so far as to like look at the hair movement.
Mm-hmm.
You went so far as to animate that, as crazy as it is, and you have a map that is this big. Mind you, when I swam out, right? Like I walked the distance that I've walked since I moved from my farm to here. I went from here to here, right? That was where I ran across and swam.
Yeah.
This is how big the map is. It would take me 30, 45 minutes to run from the bottom of the map to the top of the map. And again, back to where I was saying, this little bit. So, as far as I was, from here to here. There's too much. Is what I'm saying. You know, because you get to the point where like certain things that you do are very samey. And that just gets...
That can get annoying too.
Yeah. Whereas like, you know, you have games like The Witcher 3, or Cyberpunk for that matter. Like you know, like your husband was playing.
Mm-hmm.
That game has almost no missions that are the same. My groceries are here. The delivery lady has got her little girl with her. It's cute. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for following. I'm gonna quickly go grab my groceries. I will be right back.
All right,
just a minute. Mm-hmm. My dog's losing his mind because they're here. So. All right, yeah, back in a minute.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Let's see what to do next. Probably be good if I actually clicked on the game. Oh, it's about to start raining.
Woo! How can you tell?
It's very subtle, but very actual drips of rain. You can see it on the like. That's crazy.
Yeah.
From underwater, you can see the rain dripping on the roof, like on the water above you.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, that went quick. Let's get on the boat here.
So it's a short little rain.
I don't know. Let's find out. It doesn't. There's not really a way for me to know how long the rain's gonna be, but just trying to get to a place where I can explore something that I haven't done yet. We'll go down this way. Go to this boat. This series, Assassin's Creed, is one of the ones that really, like the first game that ever really did pirate combat, like ship-to-ship combat well, in Black Flag, and like still nobody, even then, Ubisoft hasn't done it as well. Oh, okay. Interesting. It says these rough seas will rip this boat apart. That's crazy. It just, like, the boat just got torn apart. I didn't even mean...
Saw that.
I meant to, like, that sucks. Now well, that's a pain in the ass.
I know, right?
And swimming's not fast. Like, it's not slow. Oh, see?
But it's not.
And that's
not
why
fast.
that's why this lady's here. She saw me and she's like, I'll bring it back, maybe.
波が荒くなってきた。この古い小舟では持たんぞ。
She was able to... I just want to go left. There we go. She was able to drive the boat through there, but apparently I wasn't. I'm not. It's whatever. I'm just gonna go back here. Not go that way. Trying to think of what I want to do. There's a quest here. We'll just go to this. Let's get out of here. the... Oh, wow. It's starting to thunder now. Like, you see all the leaves? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what that shit looks like in real life when you're in autumn in this kind of area. And you have that many leaves on the ground. Like, I have experienced this. But there's thunder, and it's coming. It's gonna hit hard here soon. This way. There we go. Now it's pouring. Go put my hood up. Cool thing about when it starts raining is you'll start to see the buildings dripping. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Like they would in real life, you know?
Yeah. Like you said, they put a lot of detail in it, but they still skip stuff too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, and it actually looked, and it's obvious. That's the worst of it. It's obvious.
Okay, so like remember I was talking about terrain deformation? It's hard to see right now because it's not muddy enough yet, I don't think. But like where I'm stepping.
Yeah, I saw your foot slide there.
And it gets more and more like the case as it gets wetter and wetter. And the cool thing is most games that do that stuff, like small stupid shit like that, most games that do that, they do it for like the player character and nobody else. This is for everybody. Like I'll bet you anything if it was on like if I was playing this on console, it would just be for my character and no other characters.
Yeah.
But I don't know what game has rain to the point where you can see the rain pattering off yourself and your horse as it's hitting.
I think there might be a game or two out there, but
not many.
I can't think of. Yeah, not many.
Like, this is easily one of the best looking games out there, and I'll say that to the depth. But it's kind of just meh. Like the gameplay is just kind of it's a game, you know? Like it's not a bad game, but it's not like, you know, what will come out when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, realistically, you know? It's not what everybody expects out of Grand Theft Auto 6. And that's why Ubisoft is essentially going under. I don't know if you heard, but they kind of semi got bought out by Tencent.
Honestly, I haven't. The hubby might have heard that, but
so,
I
guess they just announced like a couple of days ago Ubisoft is partnering with Tencent on a new company that has control of a lot of their games. And essentially what that means is it's kind of just a simpler way of saying, oh, it's a buyout, you know?
Yeah.
But without them actually buying the company. But yeah, Ubisoft has failed miserably in the last couple of games. And this game, for all of its beauty, let's see, what was the last time I checked, SteamDB, the Steam database, had about 40,000 players total. Like I think it's maxed out at 60,000 players, which is nothing to scoff at, but it's not anywhere near, for example, let's even check that the game that I was telling you about, Split Fiction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steam charts peaked at 259,000 players. Right?
How many? Said 259?
260,000 players, for lack of a better way of putting it, right? Now, okay, that game's been out since what, March 27th? Or wait, hold on, let me find out the full time. Max, we'll go to max. So March 6th, okay? So not very long, right? About a month, a little less than a month. And had 300,000 players, or 260,000 players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed Shadows has been out for since March 20th. Its max is 64,000 players on Steam. Specifically, bear that in mind.
Yeah.
But like, that says something when this other game is a developer that has, I don't know, like 50 people. Like 50 people developing for it.
Mm-hmm.
And this game has I think it's like, I think it was something like 4,000 people developing for it. Like, that's just nuts. Oh, and then you can kind of do... have you ever heard the term transmog? Transmogrification? It's basically you can make your character look however you want. Like, how they look based on any item that you've received in the game.
Yeah, that's...
So you can go and wear a kimono if you want to.
Yeah.
Or they call it a kosode. I think it's...
They call it a what?
It's a kosode. K-O-S-O-D-E. It's kind of like this.
Okay.
Where the arms are very floppy and the legs are very floppy.
Depending on what you want.
This outfit specifically, the one that I'm using currently, is very typical Assassin's Creed outfit. The kind of V shape in the back is meant to mimic kind of wings.
Mm-hmm.
And the V shape in the front, like on the hood, is meant to mimic kind of like a beak from like an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Riding up a mountain trail in Japan. And there's your Torii Gate. Like I said, I cannot stress to myself enough how beautiful this is. It's just one of those games that's kind of just there. And I'm sad that that's the case. Because I like this series, like I've always liked this series, but
yeah,
they've unfortunately gotten to the point where it's like, you have done the same thing
over and over.
Way too many times.
Yeah.
And the annoying thing is with me, like, you see how many animals there are? Like, look at that. Like, that's not what I'm saying, what I meant to say about annoying, but, like, look how many animals are just running away from me. Like, I'm sorry. I'm in Japan in feudal times. There may be a lot of animals, but there's not going to be that many animals. Also, since when is a baby deer that small versus a horse?
Well, baby deers are small until, you know, but they do get to be size.
Yeah, they get to be about the size of a horse.
Yeah.
It's a little bit smaller, but I also don't. Okay, that's the other thing. I don't recall horses. Like, she may be like 5 foot tall, but I don't recall a horse's ass being taller than the average 5 foot tall person. Like, by like a foot. You know?
Average horses, no. They should be able to look, most people can look over the ass.
Yeah, like
but
that
if
right
you
there.
do that, yeah.
Like, that's a deer. Like, it just feels like the deer proportions are small compared to the horse. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't ever remember ever there being, like, I'm 6 foot tall, so, like, I know that I can look over a horse, but I just feel like a horse is not. Well, and then the ironic part, right, is you have the guy who's supposed to be like the other player character is supposed to be like a giant. Yasuke.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to switch to him because you can just switch at any time. Like, comparably, he's tall, right? But yet, dude can barely see over his own horse.
Maybe got a bigger horse.
But, like,
yeah,
it doesn't even look like that. Like, because if you look at the rough height, like, of this person versus him, and then you go back to the other character, she's about shoulder height to him. Which is about the same as this horse, you know?
Yeah.
As she is to this horse. So it's just weird. Like, some of the things are just kind of weird. Oh, it's the tempo, okay. Distance. Interesting.
Cool looking armor though.
Oh yeah, well, he's got like he's a samurai basically. Well, not basically. He's Black Samurai. What is it? The base armor that you get. I actually I prefer this better. I've just been cuz I have a red sword, so I figured I'd try to match a little bit. But like the base armor is this that you get.
Mhm.
I'm not so much a fan of his armor. Like the aesthetic of his stuff, because like that honestly is ugly as sin. Like, I don't know if it's realistic, it might be. Like, what samurai is gonna walk around like this? I could see this maybe, or like this, you know, the other one, or something like this. But like what samurai is gonna walk around with their shirt out open? I don't know. Just some of the outfits for him are just kind of like, really? Like I actually like this one. I quite like this one. This is kind of cool. But I'm just gonna stick with this for now because it's the one that fits the aesthetic of the armor that I have and the weapons. But also I try to use him as little as possible because I don't, and like his gameplay is very like the equivalent of a run and gun player in games. You know, you run in and just attack everybody, whereas her, it's more you have to be finesse for the most part. I also have the game set to where the language is what the person would speak. So, like, some people speak Japanese, like most of the characters in here speak Japanese because I'm in Japan. But then if you go to, like, there's like a modern day version of, like, a portion of the game, and all of that is in English because you're in an English speaking, you know, like I'm English speaking. This is one of the most common things that you'll ever see in a Ubisoft game. You climb to the top of a big tower, and then it pans out and shows you the map. Just to be like, wow, I'm pretty. There's the, yeah, I didn't have the puppy, see? So I tried to pet it, but it walked away from me. But I got it, so like it came up as that I now have the ability to use it. And that's my wife calling me.
Well, go answer the phone. All right, be right back. sorry, I'm back. I had to put the dogs out.
見つからぬよう進もう。
So I decided to play V-Rights right now.
I'm back. My wife is calling me.
Sorry, my power just went off.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, right. So it's back on, but it shut me out of the game.
Oh.
So I'll be back on in a few minutes. I got to go use the restroom anyways, and then I'll everything rehook up.
No worries at all.
All right. See you in a few.
Yep.
新影流の剣客らしいな。安家に知らせよう。
なんとも懲りない奴らだ。
浅利信種殿、浪人と呼ばれておるが、その羽織の下の鎧には覚えがある。武田の赤備え、そうであろ
う。いかにも。かつては信玄公のもと大将を務めておった。だがそれも織田の火薬に敗れ、家が滅ぶまでのこと。信玄公亡き後は、己が知恵と鉄砲のみを頼みに、我が道を生きておる。
己が主君を滅ぼした武器を用いてか。
親方様をほふったことこそその力の証ではないか。
信長様からお聞きしたことがある。武田の精鋭らが稲が刈られるがごとく倒されたと。
ああ、しかり。
かつて自らを破った武器を学び極めるとは。それがしもまた学びに値すると信じてここに参った。
ならば来い、安家。稲刈りの威力を味わうがよい。苔に落ちる葉は音も立てぬ。心を研ぎ澄まし、葉の落ちる音を聞くがよい。それが聞こえたならば、そちの心が定まった時ぞ。
研ぎ澄まされた無心の一撃。上泉先生の技だ。長きにわたり鹿と叩き込まれたものと見える。
そう申していただき誠光栄。先生の教え方を実によく存じておられる。
さよう。箕輪城でお目にかかったのだ。初めは敵であったが、翌年には信玄公に
So I was
招かれて
thinking, because we're
頼もしき味
expecting
方と
storms, I think, later,
敵であ
but
った時よりも
not quite
死であっ
yet.
た時の方が恐ろしき方でおられた。
I think somebody might have hit
上泉
something
先生は箕輪
because
でのことをあまり話して
outside
くださらない。
there was a lot of
信玄公
helicopters.
の宿敵である
So, and they
織田
looked
家に
like
取
they
り
were
立てられ
searching.
た。先生はその求めに応
Or
じ
maybe there was somebody that
城を
was
去られたのだ。
信種殿にとっては
not so nice.
筋の通らぬ振る舞いに見えたのでは。
Yeah,
恨んでお
but
られる
I'm just
いや、
saying,
立
you know,
派ではないか。
for the electricity to
心の
go
まま
out
に己の道を選
like
ば
it
れ
did,
た。誰もがそうあ
I just
る
feel
べきだ。
like
道を選
maybe
ぶ時の
somebody
心
might have
得は
hit something,
鉄砲で狙い撃つ
you
が
know,
ご
like
と
a
く
vehicle or
心を
something.
研ぎ澄ますのだ。正しき道など
That's
あり
my
ません。
opinion,
ただ、より
especially
良き道
because
が
of
あ
the
る
感謝いたします。信
with
種
the
殿。
helicopter.
鉄砲の技と世
If
の
it
断
wasn't
り
for
に
the
ついて
helicopters, I
多く
would
を学び
probably
ました。
それがしは旅に戻る
nothing,
としよう。
you know.
Yeah.
先生にお会いした折はよろしく伝えてくれぬか。
I get you.
But of course, I'm probably dead in my game.
You know that feeling. I almost died myself in this game.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh, they put me up against a guy wielding a weapon that I have no practice with. And he kind of like doesn't fully one-shot you, but like he does a lot more damage than most of the other enemies at this point in the game.
Oh good, I'm not dead. Woohoo! I'm not dead, I'm not dead.
What are you playing? What are you playing right now?
Oh, V Rising.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
How's the new kind of stuff?
the new expansion, I don't think it's come out yet. Usually, I mean, they've done a couple other different things, updates, but the actual expansion doesn't come out until like and I'm checking to see what they. I haven't played in months,
そなたは
so
味方な
I'm
の
checking
か。
私は加藤州
new
の直江
additions
と申す
they've
者。
done.
おお
They did something
なら
with
ば
some
そなた
weapon.
一向一揆を率いておった教女を知っておろう。わしは剣女あやつの父じゃ。
A couple other little
あや
minor
つとは
stuff,
道を
but I
違え
don't-
ることになって久しい
but
の
I have to
織田信
start a
長と
whole
和
new
睦なされ
game.
たことが教女殿には
I got
特進しがたかったのだとか。
Wiped
大
the
勢を
slate.
束ねることとなった太平への
They do that all.
願いがあやつとの不和を招こうとは
Gotcha.
親子の絆は断たれ今あやつ
So
は
my
命
beautiful
すら
castle
危
that I
うい
built
命が危う
to
い。
re-
誰の差し金かは分からぬが褒美の銭を目当てにした輩に襲われたとの話じゃ根性で顔を見ることはかなうまい
若いセネムも不死が死に別れるは誠に辛きこと。その資格どもについて何かご存知のことは。
このぐらいじゃな
しからばこの者たちから
keys
教女
again.
殿をお守りいたしますゆえどうぞご安心を。僭越ながら
申してみよ。
ことが済んだら京女殿と話をなされては、さもなくば後に悔やむ結果になるやも。
Oh. Let me guess. Another list of baddies to kill? Yep. What a surprise. Oh man.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, I'm just sleepy. Or this whole illness thing going on with me, I'm just exhausted all the time and I friggin' hate it.
Yeah.
I
When
hate
did all this start up that you really started noticing, I guess, that things were
so I got
different?
I can't remember if it's bronchitis or pneumonia. I think it's bronchitis. Like March of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Or like February, late February, early March of last year. And yeah, basically,
And
it's been going on
dragging
since then.
on since then.
Well, yeah, and so we don't know exactly what it is, but I went to a neurologist just recently, and at this point, the main opinion of both, myself and like the doctors, and I kind of agree with my personal, or with the neurologist that I spoke with, is that it's very likely that it is. I'm not sure if I told you this, but it's have you ever heard the phrase "the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell"?
I don't know if I have or not.
Well, it's just a common turn of phrase, but it's essentially true. It's where people's cells develop and grow and become like it's where you get your energy from, is the mitochondria in your cells. It's just everybody, period. Well,
yeah,
the whole situation, the whole issue is that the mitochondria in my cells is not producing enough energy.
Okay.
Comparably to what it should. And thus, I can't breathe, I can't be physically, physical activity is a challenge for me. Walking long distance, speaking long periods of time. Things like I actually have I was gonna say something. I have issues with trying to find specific words. Like just randomly.
So your memory capacity.
Well, not necessarily memory capacity, so much as I think part of that is also related to the fact that I have ADD.
Okay.
Where I kind of just I try to think too fast for what I'm meaning to say. But things like that's part of it. But things like like muscle spasms, or like you know how like if you get really dehydrated, you can have like a muscle twitch. Well, the problem is I get those twitches, but I I literally don't ever. I'm never not properly hydrated because like I live in Arizona. You have to stay hydrated in Arizona.
Yeah.
Because you will die if you don't.
Yeah.
But things like for example, throughout my life, I've never really thought of it as a problem. But like I don't keep my eyes fully open. Like my eyes are kind of, my eyelids stay slightly closed, and it's just something that is a common occurrence with people that have this illness.
Okay.
Just there's a lot of like physical things that happen to people that have this ailment, and I've never really thought of them as things other than, oh, I'm just tired or whatever, you know. But it turns out that all of them combined show very good likelihood of the ailment that we're thinking that I have.
Okay.
And it's just neuromuscular. Like I haven't ever been like an extremely physically strong human being. I've never been like super weak until very recently, but you know, like I smoked for 20 years, almost 30 years. You know, like I played football in high school. Like I wasn't a weak person, but I also have done things that, you know, you would think that could make things worse. So there's just a lot of like small things here and there that like when added together, I guess equal out to realistically I get tired way more quickly than most people would.
The average Joe of your age.
Yeah, I'm about to be 40. So I'm not like, you know, I'm not old, but I'm not young anymore, sadly. But I guess
none of us are.
yeah, well, I guess the thought, the idea here is that it seems like there's a combination of having bronchitis and then also gallstones and surgery related to that. And then the fact that I quit smoking, which, you know, just basically major physiological things happening caused this ailment to rear its worst form, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, some things do cause worse issues because you have other issues.
And then there's situations that you just don't know that are causing other issues to arise. And I think that's kind of where I'm at this point. And it ain't fun.
No, it's not.
Like, I'd like to just go back to some form of semblance of normal. But it seems like that's not, you know, something that's going to happen anytime soon. Unfortunately.
Yep. Understand.
I'm going to try and go back to work this week. Hopefully. Like, I'm talking to my boss to see if there's anything that I can do, but actually I got to text him. 'Cause he's about to leave work in about an hour, so.
Oh, the hubby's down here now.
Well, hello, hello.
You're not speaking, dear. I still can't hear you. One second.
Still no.
That would be because my settings got changed. I also have updates too.
Yeah.
I'm doing a graphics driver update right now. When I turned the computer on, it wanted the Windows update. But as I said, I don't always get into Discord and say anything right away.
I don't know if you. It might have been. I'm not. Did you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I could hear you, but somehow my microphone got changed back to the default, and so when I said something, she heard me because she's 10 feet away from me.
But I didn't. Yeah. That's Discord, though. Anytime there's an update with Discord, they like to.
Every time there's an update with Windows.
Yeah. Well, every time there's an update with anything, Discord likes to fuck up.
Yep.
So I hear you had a very long night last night.
Yep.
Or this morning to today. Or however you want to word that.
And then I turn around and only get 4 hours of sleep. Yep. No, but that's my life, though.
Oh, I know. Don't get me wrong. I definitely understand that. Not right at the moment. Fortunately, I'm not having issues with sleep. But that's probably partially because I am 90% of the time physically dead from walking 10 feet.
No, if I stay awake, usually I end up getting cranky as hell, and then it's like, okay, to save face, that's usually my time that I should quit doing things, because it's not going to be enjoyable for either of us, so, yeah. I helped her out a little bit this morning with stuff, and then, well, this afternoon, I guess, if you want to go by realistic time.
She was talking about how you were up till, what was it, 5 or 6 p.m.?
Something like that. We just we watched Geostorm and made food, and that was pretty much it for me.
Oh. Okay.
Geostorm wasn't too bad.
I have no idea what that is.
Gerard Butler stars in it.
Oh, like a movie?
Mm-hmm. We have Netflix. Even though they keep changing their fucking service terms every time you turn around. It is so annoying.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Twitch just changed their terms and conditions.
Yep.
I don't know what changed.
We're not making enough money, so we gotta milk the customer base for more.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what changed, but
I didn't read it. I just click accept and yep.
I mean, really, who does? Sadly. That should not be the case, but it is.
Tired of reading the same old stuff, but yet they could insert they want our firstborn and our blood type.
Realistically, they could also do things like make the language of it be human language. You know?
Yeah, a lot more simpler.
Language that actual people can understand.
But it doesn't help that, it's like everything else, somebody had to make it stupid. Because somebody did something stupid.
Yeah, but they don't have to do fucking party of the first part bullshit like that. You know, they can just be like, the person that signs this contract, you know, whatever, agrees to these terms. They don't have to use bullshit legalese.
大抵は旅人です。あるいは道に迷うたか。
それは心の内にある道か。
内と外、両方が絡み合っています。
では、お前も道に迷った旅人か。あるいは待ち人があるのか。
はぐらかすつもりで。
そうじゃな。
So we'll be back after a bit.
thanks for watching, everyone. I've got to go ahead and get some stuff done with my boss or disability, so I'm gonna